Today guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how I made $270 in just one trade on AUD CAD. So guys, before starting, please make sure to leave a like and leave a comment to let me know what you guys think about this trade. So guys, as you see, I'm in the replay mode because this is a trade that I took like how many weeks ago? I took like 4 weeks ago, and I want to explain how I made $270 on this trade. So let me take the replay mode, and this was it. As you see guys, the pair is AUD CAD and I am on the weekly time frame because I start trading with the weekly time frame, the daily and the 4 hour, which are my main time frames. Then I will use the 1 hour and the 30 minutes to show you the entry signal and the entry of this trade. So the first thing to look is the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame in this case scenario right here is bearish. So this was my analysis because I've seen this right here and it was bearish. So the first thing that I saw exactly was the weekly being bearish because we were bearish till up there. Then we had this big push to the downside, which this right here is the lower low and this right here is the lower high. Since we were still in this range right here, this market was still bearish because it didn't body close above the lower high or below the lower low. So we are bearish. And guys, what else do you see? You see this indicator right here, which is the EMA. The EMA, guys, is the 50 EMA. These are my settings to it, so please make sure to add the EMA to your charts. These are the settings. So guys, what happened right there, because it happened that the market showed me some rejection from the EMA along with this box right here. What is this box right here? This box right here is a zone used as a support and resistance multiple times. As you see on the weekly time frame, it has been used as a support, and I was thinking that maybe this time it will then be used as a resistance. I saw that this right here, the weekly, made a rejection from this area of interest here because one weekly candlestick slowed down a little bit and the other one engulfed the previous one, showing me rejection from that level right there along with the EMA. So now guys, let's see the daily time frame. The daily time frame was like this. The daily, for some of you, may look bullish, but no guys, it's not bullish because we didn't body close above this level right there. So let me take my trend line. We didn't body close above the level. It may seem that we did, but in fact, if I zoom out, we can see that we didn't body close above it, so we are still bearish on the daily. So we were bearish. The same area of interest that I draw on the weekly, we have it on the daily with more touches because it's a lower time frame than the weekly. What do we see here? Some rejection from this area of interest. So guys, as you see, this was a Sunday. The market didn't open yet. I will show you when the market opened. So this was how the market was there, because we had a rejection, then we had the break, a retest to this area of interest because I trade the break and retest pattern. So break above a structure, so let me draw my thing here. Break above a structure, break above it, we had a break, then we need the retest, and the same exact thing goes for the short trades. So here we are talking about selling. So guys, what did I do? Break, retest of this area of interest to take the trade to the downside. Now let me go out from the replay mode, and now let's see how this trade went. As you see guys, the 4 hour time frame was bullish. The 4 hour time frame was bullish when we came back at this area of interest right here. As you see, we came back to this area of interest to make the retest, which I said before. We had the retest on the daily, it came back to this area of interest on the 4 hour, and then what did I do? I simply went to my lower time frames. My favorite lower time frames are the 1 hour time frame and the 30 minutes time frame, and these are the time frames that I choose for looking for my entry signal. So Here, what was my entry signal? As you guys can see, we did have the pullback to this area of interest, then I waited for the rejection from this area of interest with a shift of structure. Because guys, let's think about this. So when you have an area of interest, let me tell, this is the daily time frame, okay? We have this area of interest right here. When the daily will then have the pullback, the daily will still remain bullish, right? Because we didn't body close below the higher low. But the lower time frames, such as the 1 hour, will then do some small moves to the downside, where this time frame right here will become bearish. In fact, guys, the same exact thing is for the short trade. In fact, guys, when we had the pullback to this area of interest, this right here became bullish. So what did I wait? I waited for some shift of structure or change of character, how you guys call it. As you see, we had the shift of structure right here, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, lower low. Why is that? Because we body closed below this level right here, which was my original higher low. So we body closed below the structure there, so now it means that we are bearish. And even on the 30 minutes time frame, let me go back to my trade. On the 30 minutes, you can see it more, you can see it cleaner. As you see, higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. We then body closed below that higher low right there. We had a retest to the upside, and guys, when I have the shift of structure, I can even take the trade there, but I waited for the pullback, a little pullback to the area of interest, and then entry signal, which was this bearish engulfing candlestick there. So the bearish engulfing candlestick is when a candlestick engulfs the previous one. Like here, it was this one here. When I took the trade, this one here, because it body closed above, it engulfed the previous one, and even here, guys, this one here, an engulfing candlestick. It can be bearish or bullish depending on if the market is bullish or bearish. So yeah, that was my entry signal. I placed my stop loss at 30 pips. Why is that? Because I placed it 10 pips, almost 10 pips above this point there, so 30 pips. My stop loss was 30 pips right there. Then what did the market do? The market went a little bit in drawdown, nothing to worry about. My strategy implies a lot of drawdown sometimes, because price can even go up there to retest these structures right there, so you don't have to worry about it, you just set and forget. So yeah, what did price do? The price pulled back to its area of interest again, one more time, gave me another entry, which I could have entered there or there, but I did enter here. And then what did it do? It body closed under the 50 MA on the 30 minutes, which is a beautiful conference on the lower time frames as well. And then it straight went into my take profit, which was a 1 to 2. Even, guys, maybe sometimes I set and forget more. So what does it mean? I sometimes set my take profit, but I don't put it on my MT5. I just set it here on the trading view. Because sometimes, guys, I can even let my trade play out for the whole week while I'm out doing whatever I do. Here I didn't, because it showed me some stopping down at this level right here. But what did happen later? So if you go to the 4-hour time frame, we can see that it continued going to the downside. So this was Friday. If I let the trade stay till Friday, I could have made a 1 to 2.5. Let's say 1 to 2.5, because the 1 to 3 is risky if the market is already at Friday. I still love this trade, guys, because we had the weekly and the daily bearish. We had a beautiful area of interest. The 4-hour showed me some big rejection from the EMA as well, which I didn't talk about before. On the 4-hour, rejection from the EMA, rejection from the area of interest. 1-hour time frame had the shift of structure along with the 30 minutes time frame, and then I took this trade right here. I will put the screenshot of the trade up here so you can see it, guys. This was a beautiful trade. I always, guys, take the same exact trades. These, everything you saw here, the area of interest, the time frames in sync, the shift of structure, the rejection from the area of interest, are patterns that occur every single day on the markets, and you just simply have to take the best one there. You can see, guys, out of all these 25 pairs, maybe in 1 week we have 4 with the same pattern, and out of these 4, only 2 will be an A plus setup, and you just need to take maximum 2 trades a week. Why you have to overcomplicate trading when trading is something easy? So yeah, guys, this is how I made 2.7% on my prop firm challenges, and this is it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Let me know what you think about this new light, because guys, I think that from now on I will film my videos with this light right here, with the violet light, and also some light that goes straight into my face. So let me know what you think about this new point of view, about this new path. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was useful for you. If it's not useful, please let me know in the comments. And if you have another question about this trade right here, please let me know in the comments. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.